Good evening, Western Washington. Hope everyone had a nice Friday. I'm Matthew Fab here with Western Washington weather. And as you can see by the clouds moving across Western Washington today, we are in a bit of a different pattern now. So I wanted to take a look at the forecast for the next few days here and take a look at the updated drought monitor outlook. And spoiler there, it's not great for Western Washington and for the whole state, really. So we'll take a look at that in a few moments. Just want to take a look here at the satellite. You can see we have this brief system that moved across the area today, brought some clouds, some cooler temperatures, and some breezy conditions. You can see a tiny bit of smoke right there off of Lake Cushman with the Bear Gulch fire. Take a look at that in just a second. And you can see some marine clouds there on the coast going into the Olympics and toward the southwest interior a little bit. We will be mostly cloudy for the next couple days. Also, take a look at this pyrocumulus cloud going on there across the central Idaho near the Montana border. Pretty interesting to see that kind of thing there as well. So taking a look here, this is some photos I got here of the Bear Gulch fire. This was on, that would be Wednesday evening here. You can see this photo from Normandy Park. You can see where that fire was producing some smoke over the Olympics, and you can see in these drone shots here what you can see the smoke moving off to the north with that fire. And then last night I got this photo here as the smoke blew to the south. This is a drone shot from my house in Federal Way, and you can see the smoke there again. It's over 500 acres now, and this fire is continuing to grow in some really difficult terrain. It will probably continue going today as well, and we may get even some more smoke coming off it around sunset. So interesting to see that, and hopefully it will be able to get under control more soon. It's about 19% contained, but the terrain is extremely rough, which is preventing it from being contained further. So now taking a look at our pattern, you can see we have this troughing moving through the area today. That's what brought that system. And then you can see the troughing kind of hangs out and increases across the area as we go into Sunday and Monday. That's going to bring some more clouds, but this is not going to do much in the way of rain. We might have some showers in the mountains and some brief drizzle on the lowlands on Monday, but that's going to be about it. And as we go into Tuesday, that troughing starts to push off a little bit, and we end up with a ridge here as we go into the middle of next week. Taking a look at precipitation type, you can see we remain mostly dry as we go through this weekend, maybe a few mountain showers. You can see Sunday mostly dry mountain showers. There are some thunderstorms possibly in the North Cascades. Then you can see some showers there as we go through the day Monday. These could be some thunderstorms across parts of the Cascades, especially the southern Cascades. And you can see how those showers in the mountains, some thunderstorms possibly continue all the way through Monday and into Tuesday. Then Tuesday we get some drizzle potentially across parts of the Puget Sound area. But overall, that's it. And you can see it on that precipitation forecast. Chance of some thunderstorms in the mountains there. We'll look at that more in detail over the next couple days as that gets more certain. And then you can see in the lowlands just a few hundredths of an inch of rain, possibly not much more than that. Some places may not get any rain at all, and then up to a tenth of an inch on the coast, but overall, not too much. And if we want to take a look at it real quick here, we can look at that lightning flash density here in the Cascades. So you can see as we go into Sunday night, we have this line of potential area of showers and thunderstorms from Olympia and Tacoma over toward Hoquiam and Ocean Shore. So you can see that continues into early Monday morning. And then on the day Monday there, we have some chances of thunderstorms across parts of the Cascades. That diminishes as we go into Tuesday morning, and then you can see much higher chance of thunderstorms possibly across parts of eastern Washington as we go through Tuesday, and then possibly then it moves south across Oregon on Wednesday. So that's something that we'll continue watching over the next couple days as well. And then wanted to take a look at some temperatures here. You can see Saturday we're looking at highs across the lowlands in the upper 60s to the north, and then mid 70s all the way down toward Portland, where we're going to reach the low 80s, and the coast in the mid 60s. Similar there on Sunday, low to mid 70s across most of western Washington, low to mid 60s on the coast. As we go on to Monday there, we warm up a little bit. You can see Seattle northward, you have highs in the mid to upper 70s. Seattle southward, highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. And you can see there on the coast, highs in the mid to upper 60s. As we go into Tuesday, we warm up a bit more there. You can see with some of that ridging starting to build in, you get highs Seattle north in the mid 70s to low 80s. Seattle south in the low to mid 80s. And then mid to upper 80s there for the southwest Washington and the Willamette Valley. And then you can see along the coast there, highs in the upper 60s. On the beach is still in the mid 60s and low 60s possibly though. Then we go into Wednesday and we warm up a little bit more there. You can see from Seattle northward, highs in the upper 70s to low 80s, maybe some mid 80s east of I-5. And you can see from Seattle southward there on Wednesday, you have highs in the mid 80s, maybe a few upper 80s, and then upper 80s to low 90s around southwest Washington and the Willamette Valley. Coast still in the mid to upper 60s. And then as we go into next Thursday, we start to cool down a little bit, but we're looking a little bit far out there right now. Now I just want to take a look at this here, looking at smoke aloft. You can see a little bit of smoke there coming off the Bear Gulch fire right now, kind of moving toward parts of the Seattle metro this evening, but that's elevated smoke and not smoke at the surface, so we shouldn't have any air quality impacts, and you can see that diminishes as we go into the night. If we want to look at an extended forecast for that, you can see going into the next few, hold on, I clicked the wrong one there. There we go. Going into the next couple days, as we go through Saturday, you can see more smoke coming off that fire there. But again, very light amounts. You might see some of it in the sky, you may not. And then it diminishes as we go into Sunday morning. Then taking a look at smoke near the surface here, you can see how there is some smoke there in the Olympic Mountains. But notice how that surface smoke doesn't ever get out of the Olympics and just kind of stays there. You can see even as we go into Saturday and through the day Saturday there, that smoke stays in the Olympics and doesn't move out into the lowlands or anything. So that is good to see that we're not going to have any air quality impacts with the Bear Gulch fire. And then this is what I wanted to point out here. This is the latest drought monitor outlook, Thursday 17th. So this was released yesterday. And you can see, look at how much more of Washington is in that severe drought. You can see if you look at the stats down here, this is last week we had 28% of Washington in the moderate, in the D2 to D4 designation. And this week we had 53%. So 28 to 53, that's a pretty big increase there. We even increased this extreme drought over the extreme southeast part of Washington. But take a look at that now. All of the Puget Sound area, especially from Puget Sound eastward, there is in the severe drought, and it's only the middle of July. This will only continue to increase as we go through the summer unless we get a big pattern flip and a lot of rain, which is not looking super likely at this point. And you can see now most all of Washington is in the moderate drought or higher, with only a few areas remaining abnormally dry. So this is definitely something we'll continue to watch over the next few months here. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe here on Western Washington Weather. Follow me on Blue Sky, on Twitter, and the Western Washington Weather Facebook group. The links to all of these are in the description below. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.